Hello everyone, welcome back to another unboxing. So first, my voice sounds a bit funny and I may cough during this video. I'll try my best. Hopefully when I edit, I edit it out. I got a chest infection. I've been off for a few days from work. I've been coughing like mad. Kind of got better, but I do have these sudden outbursts of cough that just last for a few seconds. Almost as if my lungs is going to come out. Anyway, there you go. So apologies for that. So there will be some coughs. Yeah, I just got this literally about 10-20 minutes ago from post. It's as you can see, it's a Redmi Pad Pro. Got the cover and the Redmi Buds 5. So basically, if you anybody keep track of my channel, last week or week of about 10 days ago or so, I unboxed a OnePlus Pad with the magnetic keyboard. It was a little present for my brother and his son, my nephew, and I did that. And while I was actually in the video, I compared it to my regular Honor Pad 8. Okay, and I realized when I was using my OnePlus Pad, didn't really know he's got 144 hertz and so on. And when I kind of got back to the Honor Pad 8, I realized how dated he has become. You know, the screen was a bit, so I decided to buy another one. And yeah, so it was either this one or the Honor Pad 9. By the way, they're both doing a really good deal. Honor Pad 9 on the actual Honor official site is £249.99, so $250. You get a pen and a case. Reason why I went for the Redmi, because it was also on sale, $249.99. You get the case and the buds, as I showed earlier. Plus, I kind of joined when I set my account. They gave me a 15%. So the total was £211.65. So that's one of the reasons why I went for this model. Secondly, is because it has a faster processor. I got the entry level 6 gigs, 128 storage. So this one's a Snapdragon Gen 7S. Yeah, so I got this one. It's a faster processor than the Honor 8 and 6 gigabytes RAM. But what really swings me, apart from the price, was it had a micro SD card. So I can always buy. I got quite a few micro SD cards. I can actually put that in. So that's kind of swung it for me as well. So that's the reason why I ended up getting the Redmi Pad instead. You know what? And the box, it's pretty thin. It's nice and thin. So I like the cover. And you know what? I'm actually looking forward to having. I can't really get any tablets that is below 12-inch anymore, especially watching for movies. My Mi Pad is great. I got to admit, I've been using it a lot recently. Just doing some little work, answering emails, and reading comic books. But it's not really good for movies, because 16:9, 16:10 is my preference for watching movies. And my Honor Pad's getting old, so I decided to get this one for movies when I travel. But at the same time, I didn't want it to break their bank account. I wanted something that's sub £300, $250 ideally. So here it is. What's inside? Wow, that's not bad. See, 12.1 inch, 120 hertz, 2.5K, powered by Xiaomi HyperOS. You know what? I've had the Xiaomi before, but this is the first time with a HyperOS Snapdragon 7S Gen 2, 10,000 milliamp battery, 33 watts fast charging. Well, it's not that fast. Quad speaker sounds. So I'll put that aside. What's inside here? You got normal Type A to Type C charger there, and paperwork. No point getting the paperwork out. And okay, nothing in those ones, and nothing in those ones. I wonder where the the charging brick is. There's a little SIM tray for the micro SD card. Okay, I actually don't think there's actually a cable, a brick inside. I actually don't think there's a brick inside. That makes sense, because when I ordered this, it did say, would you like to add a charger to it? So, okay. Maybe it's inside when I actually properly unbox it. But for the time being, it looks like it's got no brick. That's fine. Even the OnePlus didn't have it, but I got plenty of these anyway. So let's put these box aside. Gotta say, it's really nice. Nice and thin box. Nice layout. Put this aside. This is a 16:10 ratio. Oh, excuse me. Nicely packaged. Because usually when you open these up, you usually get like this kind of tin foil, like, what is it, like sugar paper wrap. This actually got some sort of nice material around it. So I decided to get the mint blue, but it's kind of look greyish sometimes. So it's a mint blue. Let me just peel this off. You can see it's got two pretty big camera bumps up there. I mean, you're never really going to take pictures of it. I mean, some people do. You got camera in front. See, this must be the rolling rocker. And this must be the SIM tray for the micro SD, USB-C. Also, yeah, another reason why I got this, I totally forgot, was because you got the headphone jack. It's these two, headphone jack and the micro SD, for tablets or even mobile phones now, that it's become more or less extinct now. So having those two in such a thin body, I think this is about 7mm. You can see there, it almost just about fit in there. You've got two speakers here. Two speakers there. It's got Dolby Atmos. You can see the logo right there, and it's got a power button. I don't think this is a, what do you call it, fingerprint, which is fine for this price. I'm not expecting much, but you know, I don't really use facial or finger on tablets in a way. I actually prefer using just a pin, really. There you are. Not bad, isn't it? So I'm gonna do, I'm going to unbox the case and kind of open it a little bit. And I had a little sneak peek. It's a shame they didn't give me the mint blue same color, because when he added it on for free, he actually had the picture of the mint blue and the kind of charcoal black. And you see here, this is kind of like almost like a sticker for, if you do end up buying a pen, you can put the pen on there, because it doesn't kind of magnetic charge. And you know, I don't really use pens much. And then you got this, pull it on. This is only temporary. I'll give it a good clean. Yeah, pretty cool. It does what it needs to. There you go. What I'm doing is compare it to my just the size of my old Honor 8. Let me just grab that. You know, as you can see, I put my Honor 8 on top. You can see there's about almost a centimeter, maybe 7-8mm this side, because this is a 16:9 versus 16:10. And I actually think I do really like a 16:10 aspect ratio. Turn it over. Really nice. This one's, the Redmi is a bit more thicker by about 1mm or 2. This one like I said, but in order to fit the headphone jack, I think is, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of things that's getting too thin. You know, Apple always wants to get the thinnest. I don't know about you, but I don't, same as phones, anything. I like to have a teeny bit of weight. It feels like you're holding something that is a bit thick, not too thick, of course, but something that you can feel that, it doesn't feel like it's going to bend anytime. So I think when I first got this, I thought, okay, this is great. And of course, you found out there's no headphone jack, which is a bit of a bummer. But this one is, I would say, probably the right standard. You can fit the memory card and the headphone jack, which is great. What I love about this as well, it's got this really kind of like matte finish on both of them. This one definitely, and you don't really get fingerprints, which is cool. For £250 plus the sale and all the freebies, this is great. This is going to be my replacement when I go on holiday, watching movies and so on. My OnePlus is going to be just for like media, like just surfing in there and reading comics. This one I'll probably just give it to someone or sell it online, but depends. Anyway, so yeah, this is kind of like the, yeah, like I said, this looks grey here, but this is actually, I think it's called mint blue or ocean blue. I actually can't remember. Let's see what it says in the box. It's actually ocean blue, but of course, with the lighting in this room, it kind of looks a bit greyish. Let's see if I can get, yeah, it actually looks silver. Well, anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to power this on and play around with it for a bit, and then, yeah, I'll get back to you. I'll see you guys later. Hey everyone, I'm back. So, set this up. Again, I got the same wallpaper that I took in Japan a couple of years ago from Shinjuku. You can see the godset up there. And I use Nova Launcher on this one as well. Yeah, I use Nova Launcher on most of my devices, especially mobile phones. I just prefer the simplistic, no other thing, just a plain wallpaper. You've got my digital buttons right there, usual stuff. Flicking up, you've got the apps. I like light mode, as you can see. In settings, you've got light mode, dark mode. I just prefer light mode. Brightness, I got around, what's this, about 65-70%. It doesn't really give you a percentage, so on. You've got like color schemes and so on. You got, this is cool, you've got refresh rate of 120 Hertz. You go here, you can go 60, 90, and 120. So most people say 90 is probably the nice sweet spot because it's kind of hard to tell between 90 and 120, and you can save a battery life as well. But you know what? I'll put it on 120 for now. Yeah, and while we're on the specs, let me go into some of the specs for you. So it's a Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 mobile chip, 4 nanometers to up to 2.4 gigahertz, right? So this model is I've got a 6 gigabyte of RAM, 128 gigabyte storage. So kind of entry level, which is fine. I'm not going to use it for anything hardcore. I don't play games on mobile devices unless it's a PC or console, really. But the reason why I chose this, like I said, unlike the Honor 9 pad, I mean, which offers 8 gigs and 256, is because this one offers a headphone jack and extra storage, the micro SD card up to 1.5 terabytes, and I actually got a 256 SD card lying around, so I can actually add that onto it. And secondly, you know what, I never got myself a Redmi Pad, and I wanted to check out the HyperOS OS as well, but of course I put a Nova Launcher to give it a good clean. Yeah. What else is there? You've got, it's a 12.1 inch screen, 16 by 10 aspect ratios, which is one of my favorite aspect ratios. Great for kind of in between, it's great for movies, great for kind of internet content, viewing the web, and so on. It's an LCD panel, so nothing special like an OLED. I mean, for the price, as I said, on Xiaomi website, official website now, you can go there and grab it for £250. You get the case and the Redmi earbuds 5 free, and I got it for £211 and 65 pence because I signed up and I was new and they gave me 15%, so it's worth it. So I'm not expecting anything amazing on the screen. I mean, to be honest, the screen's actually pretty good. Like I said, 120 Hertz LCD is a 2.5K or 2560 times 1600, 249 ppi, and it's up to 500 nits maximum brightness, or 600. I don't have one of those laser things you can actually measure, but I'll just take his words. Touch sampling is up to 240 hertz. Pretty cool. And it's got, if you get the pen, it's got 4096 pressure points. Didn't bother me. I don't really use pens. Otherwise, if I do, I just get my Surface device for that. It's got a Gritter press glass free. Like I say, for the price, I'm not expecting anything like Victus 2 or anything like that. It's got two cameras. The front, which is 8 megs. The back or the rear, 8 megs as well. It's got big 2-hole one, is just a flash. The rear one is 1080p, up to 30 frames per second. The front is 720p, 30 frames per second. They're both 8 megs. Battery life, 10,000 milliamps. Supports 33 watts fast charging, Type C, but it's only 2.0, so you can't do any video out, and it's going to be a little bit slower. That's fine. I usually keep my stuff overnight anyway. The good thing about the charging port, you can actually reverse charge. So if you've got a full battery and your mobile phone's running a little bit low, you can actually plug in here. If you've got two Type C to Type C cables, you can plug this in to your phone and it charges your phone. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and what else is there to say on the specs? It's Wi-Fi 6, pretty good. And HyperOS, which I'm looking forward to using. So that's about the specs for now. But anyway, let's go into the image quality. I think it's good. The viewing angles, not the best, but no one's going to watch their stuff like that, are they? Really, to be honest. I mean, it's good enough. The brightness, no. I think, to be honest, people say, I mean, do you really get your tablet out in the full direct sunlight? Oh no, but I don't. Yeah, cameras I don't care too much. I don't do any video calls. I don't take pictures with a camera. Doesn't really bother me. And if you do, all power to you. The sound's got, like I said, 4 speakers. Let's check some sound out. So you can see here I got a VLC, but I actually noticed VLC was average at best sometimes. It came with, where is it here? Of course, MX Player, this one. This used to be so good until it just become just infested with adverts. But again, I suppose they need money. Video Player is pretty cool. You press that, it actually loads up all the videos. So I've been watching Ninja Cameo. So what I'm going to do is going to play oops, there's loads of videos I've got in here. I don't want to get copyright with some of these, so I want to play one of my videos if I can find it. I'll get back to you. What I'm going to do is go into, I'm actually going to use VLCs for this one, because I don't want to play like an entry of this anime where I might get copyrighted, if you know what I mean. Let's go to downloads. So I actually got one. I saw, here you go, Dogs and Cats, when I made a video a couple of years ago when I was in Tokyo. Now this video, let's put this volume up. What I'm going to do is, it's on 53, 60. It's 100%. You can actually go 200%. Let's see. I put it down to 100%. Let's go up a bit more. As you see, you can hear, I mean, if you go up, you lose the quality of sound. But it's pretty loud. It's very loud. So that's not bad for sound, right? So, oh no, seems fine. £211 for what I got. If you don't have the vouchers, £250, including the cover and earbuds. So for a budget for a budget tablet, this is actually really good. It's got the right size. I think I actually enjoy 16 by 10, one of my favorite kind of medium consumption kind of aspect ratio. A 3 by 2 or even the 7 by 5 like the OnePlus is great for kind of like reading comics, viewing the internet and doing some work. I find the kind of taller aspect ratio is good for this, but for media I think 16 by 10 is my favorite. Pretty light. This is 555 grams, so that's pretty cool. It's actually 7.5 millimeters thickness. So yeah, so all in all, great stuff. Anyway, please like the video, subscribe if you'd like to. I'd like to say thank you. Until next time, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world, and please do stay safe. Goodbye.